Hello and welcome to our live coverage of the day's news agenda around London for the Capital's clubs. With the 2018 World Cup now done and dusted, clubs across the country will soon ramp up their summer transfer business. Arsenal have already signed Lucas Torreira, Sokratis Papastathopolos, Stephan Lichtsteiner, Matteo Guendouzi and Bernd Leno, while West Ham have snapped up Jack Wilshere, Lukasz Fabianski, Issa Diop, and Ryan Fredericks. Despite things remaining quiet on the transfer front, Tottenham have been busy off the field, handing new long-term deals to Son Heung-min and Eric Lamela. Meanwhile in West London, former Napoli boss Maurizio Sarri has been confirmed as the new Chelsea manager, bringing an end to Antonio Conte's two-year spell in charge. Sarri is reunited with midfielder Jorginho, who has signed a 5-year deal with the Blues, but there remains question marks over the futures of Eden Hazard and Thibaut Courtois, with the Belgian pair both linked with the move to Spain. We'll be bringing you all the updates from the capital here throughout the day, keeping on top of all of the latest transfer news and speculation around the Premier League. Follow all the latest updates below. Keep up to date with the latest news, features and exclusives from Football London via the free Football London app for iPhone and Android. Available to download from the App Store and Google Play. 12:04. It's been a transfer of many twists and turns and it just keeps going. Just when the deal seemed done and it appeared Malcolm was heading to Roma, Barcelona come along to disrupt the deal. The Catalan club had another bid turned down by Chelsea for Willian and seemed to have moved on. This could be a deal happening at record pace. 11:47. It was thought his move from Juventus to Milan could be the start of a reinvigorated Rossoneri. It didn't quite work out that way and now the 31-year-old has been linked to top European clubs. His boss Gennaro Gattuso has perhaps hinted the defender is looking elsewhere. "I've spoken to Leo and you need to be honest and say things as they are. Leo had a meeting with me, but I am not the club and he needs to talk to the directors. It will be up to Leo and the club to decide, but I hope that Bonucci can stay here. I think that when a player expresses a desire, the coach must do all he can to convince him to stay." Leonardo Bonucci. Photo by Emilio Andrioli. Getty Images. 11:25. The Mirror are reporting that Fulham could look to Dwight Gale as a striking option if their struggle to sign Alexander Mitrovic continues. The Cottagers have been linked to the former Crystal Palace forward in the past, but it was Mitrovic that joined on loan last season and fired the Whites to playoff glory. Personal terms are thought to have been agreed for the Serbian, but a transfer fee is proving troublesome. The progress of the Mitrovic transfer, where Newcastle want to sell and Fulham want to buy, doesn't give you much hope for a separate deal between the clubs though. 10:01. It doesn't look like Kingsley Coman will be heading to Arsenal from Bayern Munich this summer. The Frenchman has been linked with the move to the Emirates and talk of a £44 million move went into overdrive last week following his social media activity. Speaking on the club's pre-season tour, the 22-year-old has claimed he is happy at the Bundesliga club. "I've had no contact with Arsenal. I've just extended my contract here at Bayern and I'm planning to stay for many more years. It looks like Emery and Sven Mislintat will have to look elsewhere for another winger." Kingsley Coman. Image A. Bayer. Getty Images. For FC Bayern. 9:48. PSG star Kylian Mbappé has revealed that he has spoken with N'Golo Kanté regarding a potential summer move to the French capital. The Ligue 1 champions are believed to have made the midfielder their main transfer target, although they would have to offer some serious money to tempt Chelsea into a deal. Read here. N'Golo Kanté, Kylian Mbappé and Paul Pogba ahead of the World Cup final. Image, Jules Somad, AFP. Getty Images. 9:38. Steven Nzonzi's father has reportedly claimed that the Gunners will soon launch a move for the Sevilla midfielder. Despite bringing in the likes of Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi so far this summer, the ex-Blackburn midfielder continues to be linked with the move to the Emirates. Steven Nzonzi, image, Alexander Nemienov, AFP, Getty Images, 9/25. It looks like Benjamin Pavard will be remaining with Stuttgart next season, according to reports from Italy. Spurs have been linked with a summer move for the French international, while reports from Germany suggest that a move to Bayern Munich looks likely. However, Italian outlet Calciomercato have exclusively revealed that the player intends on staying at the Mercedes-Benz Arena next season. Pavard will be available next season for €35 million due to a release clause in his Stuttgart contract. Read here. Benjamin Pavard celebrates his stunning goal against Argentina. Image, Catherine Iville, Getty Images, 8:58. West Ham and Leicester have reportedly made an offer to Juventus to sign Stephan Lichtsteiner this summer. The Italian midfielder looks set to depart Turin after failing to make their USA pre-season squad. According to reports from Italy, West Ham, Newcastle, Leicester, Crystal Palace and Wolves are all keen on the 25-year-old. However, according to the player's agent, the Hammers and the Foxes are the only clubs to have made an offer so far. Read here. Stephan Lichtsteiner in action for Juventus. Image, Miguel Medina, AFP, Getty Images, 8:20. Reports from Italy suggest that Juventus are keen on re-signing Paul Pogba from Manchester United. The midfielder was excellent for France at the World Cup and United fans will be hoping he can replicate that form at Old Trafford next season. According to Corriere dello Sport, Juve are willing to cash in on Miralem Pjanic to fund a move for their former star. Paul Pogba and João Mario battle for possession. Image, Catherine Iville, Getty Images, 8:13. Arsenal are believed to have made an approach to Besiktas to sign Croatia World Cup star Domagoj Vida, according to reports emerging from Turkey. Everton and Liverpool have both been tipped to make a move for the centre-back, while West Ham are said to have submitted a €22 million £19 million bid for Vida. Having signed the defender on a free transfer at the start of the year from Dynamo Kiev, it looks like the Turkish clubs will make a healthy profit on their play if he departs in the coming weeks. Read here. Domagoj Vida celebrates scoring against Russia in the World Cup quarter-finals. Image, Lars Bernd, FIFA via Getty Images, 8:10. Linked with the move away from Spurs this summer, Paris Saint-Germain are just one of the clubs rumored to be interested in Toby Alderweireld. However, the latest reports from France suggest that the Ligue 1 champions are actually keen on Jan Vertonghen. The Belgian's contract in North London expires at the end of next season. Read here. Jan Vertonghen in action against Japan 8:07. Maurizio Sarri is believed to have made the precise request to Chelsea to sign Matthias Vecino this summer, according to reports from Italy. Previously linked with the move to Stamford Bridge during the World Cup, the Inter Milan midfielder is expected to cost around €25 minus €30 million. There's also the possibility that Timo Bakayoko could head in the opposite direction as the Italian side are keen on the Frenchman. Read here. Matthias Vecino celebrates. Image, Emilio Andrioli, Getty Images, 18:13. Roma have confirmed that they have reached an agreement with Bordeaux for the transfer of Malcolm. The Brazilian winger was linked with the move to Tottenham and Arsenal in January, but Roma have won the race for the 21-year-old, subject to the player completing a medical and agreeing personal terms. 16:51. According to the Men, Javier Ribalta has left his role as Manchester United's chief scout and taken the sporting director job at Zenit St. Petersburg. 12:30. Reports in Italy claim that Serie A champions Juventus are now weighing up a move for Manchester United defender Victor Lindelof. After a difficult first season in England, the Swede has apparently been identified as a player of interest by the Old Lady, who have previously been linked with Shkodran Mustafi. Both players are supposed to fill a similar niche at the back as a ball-playing enforcers to start moves and intercept danger. Mustafi has fared better in the Premier League, although more is expected from him if he is to stay the Emirates. Calciomercato.com claim that Juventus see Lindelof as a potential successor to Giorgio Chiellini, a year on from the sale of Leonardo Bonucci to Milan. Victor Lindelof battles Alvaro Morata. Photo by Lawrence Griffiths. Getty Images. 11:37 Forbes have run an analysis of Liverpool and their transfer business over the past couple of windows, and the findings will be of interest to their top 6 rivals. The Reds finished 4th last season, but also reached the final of the Champions League. After the signings of Naby Keita, Fabinho, Xherdan Shaqiri and Alisson Becker, they are set to be a real threat in the Premier League this campaign. Jurgen Klopp and Mohamed Salah. Photo by Clive Brunskill. Getty Images. 11:25 João Moutinho, previously a player of interest to Tottenham Hotspur and other clubs, is apparently on his way to join the Portuguese revolution at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Sky Sports report that a £5 million fee has been agreed with Monaco for the Euro 2016 winner. João Moutinho takes on Younes Belhanda. Image, Yuri Cortez, AFP. Getty Images. 10:51 According to the Manchester Evening News, Manchester United chief executive Ed Woodward flew to the US for their first pre-season game against Club America, where he discussed transfer plans with Jose Mourinho. The United manager reportedly delivered a wish list of players, with the likes of Leicester's Harry Maguire, Real Madrid's Gareth Bale and Bayern Munich's striker Robert Lewandowski all potential targets. The Red Devils have already completed the signings of Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk, Diogo Dalot from Porto and Lee Grant from Stoke, but Mourinho is thought to be keen on strengthening his pool of centre-backs. Football.London understands United held talks with Tottenham over Toby Alderweireld before the World Cup, but balked at Spurs' asking price, and are ready to move on to other targets. Image, Catherine Iville. Getty Images. 10:45 According to Team Talk, Newcastle are ready to offer Danny Welbeck a fresh start, with the England striker seemingly not part of Unai Emery's plans. Welbeck has also been linked with the move to Everton, but the report claims Arsenal would prefer to do business with Rafa Benitez's side, who they see as less of a threat in the race for a top 6 place. Newcastle reportedly want to take Welbeck on loan, but the Gunners would rather sell the 27-year-old to raise further funds. Image, Alex Morton. Getty Images. 10:34 According to Marca, Matteo Kovacic is keen to leave Real Madrid this summer. The Croatia midfielder reportedly spoke with new head coach Julen Lopetegui, and reaffirmed his desire to leave the Bernabeu. Liverpool, Manchester City and Manchester United have all been linked with the 24-year-old, but will have to pay around €50 million to seal a deal. Image, Heider Alcalde. Getty Images. 9:06 Sampdoria are reportedly closing in on a deal to sign Pedro Obiang from West Ham to fill the gap left by Lucas Torreira's sale to Arsenal earlier this summer. Obiang played 139 games for Sampdoria prior to his move to West Ham in 2015, but is set to be replaced by Jack Wilshere. With Torreira having arrived at the Emirates Stadium, that has opened up a door for Obiang to head back to his former club. JohnLucaDiMarzio.com report that a return is close for the 26-year-old. Full story. Pedro Obiang in action at West Brom. Image, Sean Botterill. Getty Images. 8:58 Real Madrid are to continue to focus on youth in their attempts to replace Cristiano Ronaldo and bring new blood into their squad, according to club president Florentino Perez. Neymar and Chelsea's Eden Hazard had been identified as potential successors to the Portuguese match winner, although a move for the pair has seemingly been ruled out this summer. Madrid are strengthening the search process for young players who may soon become the main stars of this sport. I said a few days ago that I was going to reinforce the squad with great players. Alvaro Odriozola is that, and Vinicius Jr. also. We've been waiting for him for a long time because he conquered us with his dribbles and his plays, and now he's here. Full story. Florentino Perez. Image, Quality Sport. Images, Getty Images. 8:54 Serie A side Atalanta believe they are close to sealing a deal for Chelsea midfielder Mario Pasalic. The midfielder arrived at Stamford Bridge in 2014 from Hajduk Split, but has yet to play a match for the Blues, and since his signing has been loaned out to 4 different clubs in the past 4 seasons. It appears he might be off for good without a competitive appearance for the Blues, with Atalanta chasing his signature. In an interview with Sky Sports in Italy, their manager Gianpiero Gasparini has claimed that a deal is close, but things might have gone quicker had Chelsea not headed to Australia on tour. "I hope the deal will be closed as soon as possible. Maybe Chelsea could have chosen a closer place than Australia to do their pre-season tour." Full story. Mario Pasalic playing for FC Spartak Moscow. Photo by Epsilon. Getty Images. 8:51 Anthony Martial is set to stay at Manchester United this summer as the Premier League and FA Cup runners-up prepare to activate a clause in the winger's contract. Bayern Munich, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur have been linked to the Frenchman in recent months, and his situation remains uncertain under manager Jose Mourinho. In June, agent Philippe Lamboli told RMC Sport, "After reflecting carefully on all the possibilities and all the parameters, Anthony has decided he wants to leave Manchester United." However, United have decided against letting their 22-year-old forward leaving for cheap and will now make use of an option to extend his contract and keep him at Old Trafford for the time being. Full story. Anthony Martial, image, Bryn Lennon, Getty Images. 8:49 Beat the Drop betting offer. We're giving Paddy Power customers £1 million to play Beat the Drop for free. All you have to do is answer 20 questions. How to play Beat the Drop. Playing the game is easy. Buy your ticket and pick the number of questions you want to answer. Then, pick your first question and either go all in, if you are courageous enough, or split your pot. After answering the questions, you'll be able to keep the winnings you have left. Play here now. Sign up, log in and you'll receive your £1 million pot. Answer questions and any money left in the pot is yours. One free entry per customer to a £1 million pot to play of 20 questions version of the game. The Belgian is wanted by Real Madrid. In order to convince Hazard to stay, Chelsea may have to show their commitment to Maurizio Sarri, a coach capable of taking the 27-year-old to the next level. With the Catalans reportedly making a third bid of £65 million, the Blues could yet receive a cash windfall to fund a late window rush on this summer transfer window. Read all about it here. Willian and Eden Hazard, image, Plum Images, Leicester City FC via Getty Images. 18:30 Richarlison will have a medical with Everton in the next 24 hours according to Sky Sports. The Brazilian has been on tour with Watford in Austria, but he has now returned home early as the club are finalising a deal for his transfer, £50 million if the figure that has been touted for the forward who joined Watford for just £13 million a year ago. 1827 It's been two of the football whispers all summer and the deal has eventually went through. 16:57 Beat the Drop betting offer. We're giving Paddy Power customers £1 million to play Beat the Drop for free. All you have to do is answer 20 questions. How to play Beat the Drop. Playing the game is easy. Buy your ticket and pick the number of questions you want to answer. Then, pick your first question and either go all in, if you are courageous enough, or split your pot. After answering the questions, you'll be able to keep the winnings you have left. Play here now. Sign up, log in and you'll receive your £1 million pot. Answer questions and any money left in the pot is yours. One free entry per customer to a £1 million pot to play of 20 questions version of the game.